Hey, what's up everybody? It's CMI Kasari with Bargain Cloud Hunter. Today I'm going to make a Amazon S3 based static website and put it on Amazon's CloudFront network with a custom SSL certificate and deploy it on pretty much every continent on the planet for almost nothing. In fact, in the first year, it's pretty much going to cost you zero. Um, After that, it's going to cost you pennies depending on how much people access it and how much data is being put out there and all that stuff. But really, like as an end user, as a basic user, if you're a small business owner or something, it should cost you pretty much nothing. So let's get started. All right. Let's go to AWS. So if you're not a member of AWS, I put a link below that you can use to sign in. It's not an affiliate link. It might be later on if I get approved by Amazon, but I don't know. So go ahead and use that, please. If you are already signed in and you're ready to go, let's just go ahead and start. So here, once we're in the management console, you get to that management console by clicking on the little AWS tag, as you can see. Just type in S3, and we're going to go to the S3 storage. Once we're in there, we're going to create a bucket. And by the way, we're using the REST API method instead of the object URL method. And it's safer, it's easier, it's better, and you get to keep your designer domain name. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm going to use Google domains for this. You can use GoDaddy, you could use Route 53 originally if you want. That's pretty well documented, but I haven't found too much documentation on using third-party DNS servers. We are going to change name servers, so you're not going to get the benefits of their DNS, but hey, a lot of us buy our domain names elsewhere, so whatever. Let's do airfryfood.com, and I'm going to name it airfryfood.com. Don't add the www. And then just for to make it easy on ourselves, just pick US East 1 right now, so we don't have to change that later. You have to put it in the North Virginia region because that's the only way you can get a custom SSL certificate. And normally with the object URL method, we unblock the block all public access button, and then we go into advanced settings and we do the object lock. We're not going to do that here because, again, this is the REST API method. So click next, and now we got our bucket. Click on the bucket, and let's upload some files. So I'm going to add some files here, and now I'm going to, sorry, my brother's making fun of me in the background. I'm going to pick some files. This is a basic website. It's super basic. I commented the hell out of it. So if you don't know how to make a website, you will understand how to read this document. In fact, I'll give you a little demo here. You don't have to use this. Use your own static website. If you have no idea what an HTML document is, this is for you. I put all the style in the same document, so there really is no learning curve there as well. But this is all the style here. I commented these as well. And here I'm using Notepad++. As you can see, commented. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a uniform document that you could use for your company that you can print out, and it's going to give you uniform prints. Header and footer are going to be in the same place. So I think it'll be a useful document, even though it's a really simple one. So let's go ahead and upload these. And then we could just click upload. We don't need to do anything else there. Great, those are uploaded. Now let's go back to AWS and let us get a cert. So we're gonna go to the certificate manager and let's request a certificate. Request a public certificate. Go in there, and then here we got to do something slightly different. So we're gonna do airfryfood.com, then we're gonna add the www.airfryfood.com address as well. Click next, and we're going to use DNS validation. You can tag this if you want. Let's see, website value airfryfood. You don't have to tag it if you don't want, but you know, if you're going to build 100 of these, probably a good idea to use the tags. Confirm and request. And great, we have our two pending certificates. Now, how do we get from pending to not pending? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, we're going to copy this, and now here we're going to go into our third-party DNS. I have Google domains already open. You might have Google domains, you might have GoDaddy, you might have somebody else, but it's the same process for everything. What you're going to do is you're going to create a couple of CNAMEs so you can verify these certificates, and then later on we're going to change the name servers as well. So here in Google, at the bottom, we're going to, for the name, we're going to add in our name. It's custom resource records. Let's see. And then I forget, did we do this one or that one? Just go to the end and you can see, okay, that's without the www prefix. So that's that one. All right, and then the value over here, we're going to click copy. Let's go over here, paste that in, and then let's change this over to CNAME. Add. Okay, let's go back here. Let's copy the www version of our certificate. And the reason we do this is so when we create our CloudFront distribution, it's going to give us two options that we can use to add our certificates. Sorry, what? Did I mess that up? Copy. Oh, right, of course. It's not an A record, it's a CNAME. Forget that sometimes. Okay, so that's done. So now back in our certificate manager, I have one open over here. This pending validation is going to change to validated, and we're going to give that a second to work. While we do that, we might as well go into Route 53. I'm going to deviate a little bit from the tutorial, but I made this tutorial as easy as possible. Go ahead and check it out. It's bargain.cloudhunter.com, but it'll show you everything step by step, how to do this, to get this done. And in the end, you will get a website that shows 100 on Google PageSpeed Insights on mobile, which is awesome. So you could literally be building this on an LA server and it'll be 100 in Russia, or I don't know if they firewall their people now, but in Europe for sure it'll still be at 100 on their phone, so it'll be instantaneous, which is awesome. And there's a lot of static website technologies out there that are gaining traction. So I think static websites are the future. Great, look at that. First one, already success. This really shouldn't take too long. Google's DNS is very fast. Amazon's servers they're pretty damn quick. So let me refresh this one more time. I don't want to start the CloudFront without this already set up, but maybe we should already. Okay, so let's go into CloudFront. How do we get to CloudFront? You just click there, you go into the console home, type in CloudFront. And then once you're in there, go to Create Distribution. Inside Web, we're going to get started. And here, we are going to just click on the origin domain name, and our little S3 bucket should pop up. Because remember, REST API method. Object URL method, you're going to copy and paste the actual object URL endpoint into that field. Here, we just type that in. Inside restrict bucket access, we click yes. Origin access identity, we're going to create a new identity. Comment, I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Grant read permissions on bucket, you're going to click yes. We're going to leave our header name blank. We're going to redirect HTTP to HTTPS. And let's see, unable to execute HTTP connection reset, field level encryption config. I don't know why that's red. That might be red because this is still pending validation, but let's just reset that again. Okay, both of these successful. So why don't I do this again? Maybe it won't be red. Get started, domain name, air fry food, yes, create new identity, yes, update bucket policy. Oh, look at that, it's not red, okay. Redirect HTTP to HTTPS. That's why you need to wait for these two to say they need to go green before you start this process. So now we're going to scroll down just a little bit. Lambda functions, we don't have to mess with any of that. Alternate domain names. Okay, this one's really important. We're going to do airfryfood.com, comma, www.airfryfood.com. And then we're going to pick our custom SSL certificate and air fry food. There should only be one here with that name, even though we made 2 certificates. Let's scroll down. Default root object. We're going to pick index.html. That's our default root. That's that one fancy pants document I made for you. That's this one right here. And you'll see it at the end. I don't want to spend time loading it up. Okay, and I think we're good. Create distribution. Yeah. CloudFront private content getting started. Okay, that's exactly what we want to see. You just click on distributions here, and now you're gonna wait about 10 to 15 minutes. So, what can we do while we wait? Let's go to Route 53. All right, so we're gonna go into hosted zones. We're gonna create a hosted zone here. I'm gonna call this airfryfood.com. You wanna name this domain the same as your bucket. So if my bucket name was www.airfryfood.com, I would have named it that, but don't put the www in there. Okay, so now we're greeted with all these wonderful name servers. So we're gonna copy this first one, go over into Google Domains or whoever you use, and then we're gonna add some custom name servers. Just copy that, paste, and then Control V is the paste command, I know, but some people don't. So you can just right click it, or you can Control C, and you can go over here, and like magic, I'm not even typing it, I'm not even clicking anything, and you see it pop up. Oh my God. Okay, let's Control C that over here, add another one, Control V that. Don't worry about the period at the end, Google strips it for you apparently. Let's go over here, Control C over here, let's add one more name server, Control V, and save. Once our name servers changed over here, if you're going to add some custom resource records, they're really not going to work. So if you needed to create another certificate for this site for whatever reasons, you're actually going to do it through Route 53 because we've changed our name servers. So now we're going to create a record set, and here I'm going to type in www, and I want an alias record, and my target will be my CloudFront distribution. Look at that, it's already there. Awesome. Create. And then let's create another record set. Leave the name field blank, go into alias target. This is why we created 2 certificates, because now this shows up. If you didn't create the 2 certificates, that's how you do it in the object URL method. You're not going to see that second one over there, and then you have to do you have to make a CNAME of your regular domain name without the prefix pointing to the one with the prefix. It's kind of messy. And you don't even get to use your designer domain name at the end. Okay, that's done there, that's done there. We went back to CloudFront. It's still in progress. Hasn't been deployed yet. But I can honestly tell you that we are done messing with this. So what do we do in the meantime? Well, once this says deployed, depending on how long it's going to take Route 53 and Google Domains to propagate everything over, you might not see your website right away. So if you go to dnschecker.org, this is a great little utility. This literally, it's been 2 days since I deployed this one, and it finally went green on every continent. So if you see here, itadmin.business, and this has the same HTML file. I will show you this. I made this for the tutorial on my website, but if I type in itadmin.business, here we are. This is the end result. Locked, certificate valid. Unlike Let's Encrypt, you don't have to throw in a cron job in there for it to renew every 3 months because it's AWS. And you have a nice static website ready to go. This is my YouTube channel. This is where the video lives. But what can we do now that we've done all this and we're waiting for it to deploy? Let's check out CyberDuck. I just did a little, like 10 minutes of research online to find a program where I didn't have to log into S3 if I wanted to modify my bucket files, and I found CyberDuck. CyberDuck is free. It's called Donationware. You can either get it from Microsoft where you pay for it, or the Mac App Store where you pay for it, or you can donate to it if you download it directly, or you can not donate anything and just continue to use it. You'll just get a little prompt at the end that says, would you like to donate, if you don't donate. Once you open up CyberDuck, let's see, do I have CyberDuck open? No, CyberDuck. Oh, I didn't put it in my program files. So when you install it in your own Windows, the search isn't going to function unless you specifically installed it in your program files, the x86 folder, I believe. But since CyberDuck's taking its sweet time to load, okay, here we go. Do I want to import my FileZilla? No, I don't. Okay. So you can give CyberDuck root access if you want. Not a good idea. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to create an IAM user on Amazon, and then we're going to grant it S3 only privileges. So it'll just be able to access S3, which is what the program was designed to do. So how do we do that? We go in here, and we're just going to search for IAM. And we are going to make a new user. Sorry, did I forget how to do this? Click on users. Okay, add user. And this is, we're going to give it programmatic access. I'm going to call this one Air Fry Food is my user. And we're going to go to permissions. We're going to attach an existing policy directly. Just type in S3. It's going to give you a bunch of options. S3 full access. That's the one we're looking for. And then do we want to tag it? I don't care. Create user. Okay, great. So this is going to give us an access ID and a secret access key. I think we can only see this once unless we download the CSV file. So if you lose this, you just do this process over again, create a new user. You take that information over into CyberDuck, you click open connection, and inside CyberDuck you can type in AWS, no, type in S3. Oh, there it is, Amazon S3. And then you just copy and paste your access key ID and your secret access key and click connect. And it works just like an FTP program. It'll show you exactly what's there. And let's see if air fried food is propagated, just to give you a sense of time, because we're doing all of this in real time. I'm not even going to edit this video. Has it propagated? Oh my God, it's already propagated. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Okay, let's open up Firefox in case air fried food is cached in my browser. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. Food.com. Okay, that works. And let's try www.com. And that works too. Awesome, we're done. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.